I am currently in the Upper East Side, which is a very rare occasion for me. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, so I figured I would see what I have saved around here and just kind of stay in this area. I recently picked up the Guide to NYC book by New York Nico. I have a vlog including that whole experience. I went to the book signing and everything. It was so much fun. I'm gonna have them all saved on my Google Maps, and I'm gonna have a link to it. If anyone is interested, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel. If you're new here and you haven't already subscribed, definitely give this video a like and subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, comment that you have liked and subscribed. I will send you a link to the Google Maps for the Guide to NYC if you don't want to individually save every single thing on there. There is this place called Lexington Candy Store, which is actually a luncheonette. So basically like a really old diner, and it's right next to me. I'm debating going there because obviously I'm already here and like it's really rare for me to go there, and I really want to try it out. But the things I want to try, I can't really try because the reason I'm here for a doctor's appointment is because I have a really sensitive stomach and I'm trying to figure it out. So right now I'm like contemplating my entire life if I should even go in there or come back when I'm feeling better. But we'll see. Either way, they're known for their like traditional Coca-Colas and I think also egg floats. Maybe I'm wrong on how to say it, but yeah, like egg cream, egg floats, like traditional kind of diner style drinks. I don't know why I'm really craving a tuna melt, and I really want one from there. And if my fiance was watching this, he'd be so upset because I have to really take care of my stomach. But I'm just like, There's also Hot Dog King is another thing that was here. I won't go to that. It is nearby as well. It's like a hot dog stand, but it's like apparently the best one according to this book. So if you like hot dogs, definitely go check that one out. Let me know how it is. I definitely won't eat a hot dog right now. And then two other things that are near here that are not in the book but that I've had saved for a long time is this bookstore called Albertine. It looks gorgeous in the photos. Like it looks like one of those places that you have to go see. So that it's a must. Like I have to go there. And I've never been to the Guggenheim Museum. I have heard mixed reviews about it. I just think that the architecture of it looks really cool, and initially I wanted to go there with the film camera and get photography photos, but I don't have my camera on me. But I'm still gonna look up and see how much it is to go in there. That's kind of my vibe for today. I do love the idea of going to places, stores, restaurants that are family owned, that are not places that, you know, you travel all the way to New York just to go to the same spots. Like, do not come to New York and like go to a Starbucks or go to an H&M or go to like Sephora or all the same things, you know. Like you can find that at your hometown. Like try to find like the spots that are the best, and this book really does a good job at that. Sitting at the Met Steps. This will never get old to me. It is the most gorgeous day, okay? The sun is beaming on my face. It doesn't feel too hot. It doesn't feel too cold. It is just perfection, okay? I just want to talk about how I'm so happy I went inside that diner, because not only was it the cutest thing ever, it was so wholesome in there. It literally felt like I was traveling back in time in New York City. And I have so much more appreciation for these places now, especially since the book came out, because I would have never known that was there, or I would have walked right past it, because it is called the candy store. So I would have just thought it was a candy store, and maybe if I wanted candy I would have gone in there, but whatever. I was so pleased with the environment, the service, the people. Apparently there's usually a line like outside the door. I got really lucky. There was no line, so I was like, okay, this is my sign to just walk in and sit at the counter. And that's exactly what I did. And sitting at the counter was the best thing I could have done because I ordered a little hot tea. I didn't get to try the Coca-Cola float, unfortunately. I know that it was probably really good. I did get videos of them making it. I just knew that would upset my stomach, so I just couldn't do it. If someone else was with me and they would have gotten it, I would have just tried it, but it's okay. I got like a hot tea and the tuna melt. It was really yummy. Just like everything in New York, it was pretty overpriced for what it was, but I think the experience of being in there made it worth it because of a couple of the people that were working there were, I don't know, it was just a good energy. They were really nice. And then also I had two older ladies sitting to me on one side, one lady that sat next to me on the left, and me and her talked for a little bit, and it was just nice to just talk to people. I don't know, like sometimes I feel like we forget what it's like to just have like a nice little discussion with people, and those places are the perfect place for that. And then in the other corner there was this really like older man that like I think he's a regular there. Like I wish I would have asked him how long he's been going there, but he was talking to the people. He knew exactly what to order. He got like this slice of cake. And yeah, it was just so cute, guys. Like I literally felt like I was like in those olden times. So I guess in the 1920s, from what I read in the book, they used to sell candy there. And then later on, it basically turned into a diner. And then also there was someone from the Washington Post like sitting right next to me as well. So that was pretty crazy. He was getting photos and talking to the staff. Yeah, definitely recommend going there, checking it out if you want that kind of old school New York diner vibes and you're kind of sick of like all these new places that are trendy, that are popping up, that it's like the same thing over and over again, and you want like the traditional New York style diner. I would definitely recommend going if you're in the Upper East Side. And now that I'm walking towards this bookstore that I told you guys about, I happen to see the Met, so I'm like, let me just stay here for a little bit. Let me soak in the day. The last time I sat on these steps was the day of my engagement with Ryan. After he engaged to me at the Alice in Wonderland statue, we walked here, we sat, we heard the guy playing saxophone. He's actually here right now. I'll show you. And I found the New York Hot Dog King. He stands right in front of the Met. So next time I want a really good hot dog, this is where I'll come. Because that's also, but you know, I still killed two birds with one stone by coming to both spots. Alright, let me soak in the sun. I'm going to go to the bookstore and I'll show you guys. Hopefully the volume is a little bit better. The audio is a little bit better with this microphone because sometimes when I vlog in public it is very, very noisy. So let's hope for the best. I found the New York Hot Dog King stand. It is right in front of the Met. And it was one of the 100 stops in the guide to NYC. So he must have really good hot dogs if his name is the New York Hot Dog King and he gets to sit directly in front of the Met. I love just people watching here because you get to just see everybody taking photos in front of the museum. I definitely need a Met day soon. Last time I went inside the Met was actually last winter. I came with a friend. And I feel like every time I come, I see the same exhibits. I feel like I need to start like a different route so I can see different ones. But it is gorgeous in there. Highly recommend. Obviously, it's, you know, I don't need to be the one to tell you that. Like, you should already know that the Met is iconic. Currently walking to the Guggenheim Museum for the first time. I just went to the Albertine bookstore. It was so quiet in there, like quieter than I honestly would have imagined it was gonna be in there. I figured it was another like touristy place because I've seen this bookstore on social media many times. It's gorgeous. So I just figured I was gonna walk in to a very filled bookstore, just kind of how I went to the Harry Potter store the other day and it was packed. But it was really, really, really quiet in there. I think the reason maybe because most people probably don't know that there's a bookstore in there. If I had not seen this place on social media, I probably wouldn't have known either. I actually walked past it as I was actively looking for it because I didn't realize that it's inside of the French embassy. So if you see a French flag, you see French embassy, that's where it is. And there is actually a little sign that said it was the 10-year anniversary, so I thought that was cool. Doing like an event, I think mid-November. It might be already happening actually. I forget what day it is, but it might have already happened, but it looked really cool from what I saw. And keep in mind, if you're going in there just for the aesthetics, it's so worth it. I mean, obviously, like if you see the images, it's stunning. Like the ceiling is to die for. That mural, that painting of all the horoscopes, the astrological signs, the planets. Oh my God, I die. So good. If you're looking to actually go buy books or read books in there, just keep in mind that the majority of them are in French. I didn't know that from the videos that I saw from this place, but because it's in the French embassy, it is a French bookstore, so there's French books in there. So really, really cute. They did have some books in English. The whole second floor, there's 2 floors. So the first floor was cute, but the second floor is where you're gonna see all the astrological paintings. It was just so peaceful in there. Like it was really nice, and it was shocking because it's so loud and like noisy out here, but I decided to sit down in there and look up the Guggenheim Museum prices. I wish I would have known that they do a pay as you wish on Mondays, and I want to say Saturdays was the day, but definitely Mondays they do pay as you wish from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Right now it's 2 p.m. But when I went to do that option, it was already sold out. So I think I would have had to have been on the website at like 10 a.m. today in order to have secured the bag, but I did not think of my day that far ahead of time. And I would have never known if I was going to be here until 4. Honestly, I didn't really want to be out too late. I kind of want to be like headed back home by 4, but I would have done it just to be able to pay $1, you know, or like $5 or whatever you want to pay. Since I am already in this area, I'm just going to do it. I paid the $30, which is the general admission. They do have their student prices, senior prices, all that stuff. I honestly really need to start carrying around my old student ID. I don't know if it would still work, but you never know. Because the student option would have been $19. And some things online said it was $24. No, it's $30, so it is a little bit pricey. I hope it's at least worth it, even if it's just for the videos and some photos. And hopefully the art is actually inspiring in there, because I do really love to look at art, and hopefully it makes me feel something, and makes me think something, and makes me learn something. That's the most important part of going to museums, not just paying $30 for the aesthetic. I do wish I would have my camera here. That would have been sick, but you know, we're gonna make it work, because I just feel like I'm at the point where if I don't just do it, if I don't just do things, I might never get the chance to do it again. And I know that sounds really morbid and crazy, but there's just life things ahead of me that are telling me that I might not be in the city for much longer. So I'm trying my best to see everything that's on my bucket list.
There's some evidence here. This is a DSL ticket. Okay, so he uses pamphlets, menus, flyers, anything he finds in his environment, he compiles them and then makes it.
Absolutely loved the museum. I personally really enjoyed the exhibits that was there, and definitely evoked emotion, evoked, I don't know, just a lot of motivation for me as an artist as well. It was just cool, like the way it was set up and everything, how you can go in like circles and go up and up and up and up and just see everything. Everything was explained perfectly. It was mostly French artists or people that have painted in France in like late 1800s, early 1900s for the most part. I saw some Picasso, I saw some Van Gogh, you know, some of the bigger names, but I learned a lot about other artists that I hadn't known about before. The highlight of my experience there was definitely this bodyguard, like security guard, that was just so happy to explain to people what these paintings are about. And I just thought that was so special, because although I know that technically isn't really his job to do that, and he didn't have to do that, he wanted to do that, and he just was bringing so much love and life into the museum. It was beautiful. Like, there were several times that he stopped me or other people and was like, yeah, come check it out, I'll let you know what this is and all this stuff. And like, it was just so good. It just goes to show that even if you do something out of necessity, like, you could still put so much love into it and change someone's day. So it was gorgeous. I definitely recommend. I did see the line out the door for the people that were about to go in at 4. It's about to be 4, so it is golden hour. I'm walking through Central Park right now. It's the perfect excuse, because to get to the C train from the Upper East Side, I have to walk through the park. So I don't mind. It's obviously gorgeous. Very fall vibes. And that's it for me today. It was so great spending the day in the Upper East Side with you guys. Thank you so much. If you want to see more vlogs like this, where it's just like a one-day fun day thing, a cutie day thing, let me know, because we could do more of those. So it's not like, it doesn't have to be a whole week or several days, just one nice, beautiful, gorgeous day together hanging out here on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe, like I mentioned before. It's such a big help, especially to small channels like mine. I love you, cuties. Thank you so much for watching.